Hello and welcome to Those Crazy Weirdos. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Martine.
And this is episode 32.
Good job for knowing that.
2 to the 5, baby.
Head.
2 to the 5. We're at 2 to the 5. That's pretty impressive.
I know.
It will be a while before we get to another power of 2.
Wow, everyone's just on the edge of their seat about that.
Well, anyway, are you ready? I have an intro section.
Oh, interesting.
And it's going to take
Interesting.
It's going to take a little while, so I figured I'd just jump right into it.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
The results are in.
Oh.
Dog magnetoreception. We're talking about it. I did some analyses.
I know I added to that, actually.
Oh, whoops. Well, in any case, I found the study that was referred to. Okay, it seems like there was literally only one study about this dog magnetoreception thing. Mm-hmm. I found it, and I was curious about it. So I got some highlights from the abstract and from like reading around it a little bit. I kind of went down a bit of a rabbit hole.
Wait, pause. For anyone who isn't on the loop about dog magnetoreception, I was talking about dogs a couple weeks ago, and one of the things that I tried to disprove but then couldn't super really accurately enough was a theory that people believed certain dogs preferred to poo in a north-south axis.
Yeah, that's right. I think it was episode 30, right? I was talking about wiping. I was talking about flush toilets.
Oh, disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was episode 30.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, sorry. I should have given that background. You're right. Dog magnetoreception, though. I found the study. The highlights from that study. It was published in 2013. Okay. As far as I can tell, I didn't see many other studies that were done on this. This was like the study that's mentioned as a primary source in every other secondary source, every other article that mentions dog magnetoreception. If they list their primary source, seems to be this study.
Okay.
So the dogs were free roaming. That was kind of interesting. So no roads, high voltage power lines. They weren't on lead, etc., etc.
Okay.
So that was kind of interesting. And that differs from our study, our experiment that we did with him. It was 37 dog owners and reporters, 70 dogs.
That's a lot of dogs.
Out of the 70 dogs, 28 were male, 42 were female, and there were 37 breeds.
Okay, wow. So good. That's a pretty good diversity.
Yeah, pretty the sample size was big enough. Defecation. They did defecation and urination.
Oh, interesting.
And out of we only did defecation.
Yeah. So for anyone who also doesn't know, we decided during episode 30 that we were going to conduct our own little study to see how true it is with respect to our puppy. So cool.
Correct. Yeah. I'm going to get there. Yeah. Because I all these stats that I'm giving you for their study, I give them later for our study.
All right.
So for defecation, they did 1,893 observations in 55 dogs.
Okay. And that's so many observations. Jeez.
Yeah. And for urinations, they did 5,582 observations in 59 dogs.
I mean, they do pee a lot more than they poo, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So the data was collected over a 2-year period, and it was in Czechia and Germany.
Okay. Yes. Oh, I did know that.
Yeah. So the summary of the results, verbatim, is what I wrote here. So I probably copy-pasted this directly from the article. Dogs preferred to excrete with the body being aligned along the north-south axis under calm magnetic field conditions. This directional behavior was abolished under an unstable magnetic field. The best predictor of the behavioral switch was the rate of change in declination, i.e. polar orientation of the magnetic field.
Okay.
So basically, they did this thing and they found no correlation. From what I could tell reading the small bit of it that I read, there was no correlation at all until they added this calm magnetic field requirement or filter.
Interesting.
And then they found a correlation. I have no idea what that means. Polar orientation of the magnetic field, change in declination. No idea what that means.
Wow.
But there was it's not, basically, our experiment, I guess, doesn't account for that. Because I don't know what that means. So our experiment was done in 2024. He was on a leash next to a road with a low amount of car traffic in most cases. 2 dog owners and reporters, 1 male dog, 1 breed. And that breed is not a pure breed. He's a mix. Defecation, 25 observations in 1 dog.
We did 25. Please, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate the applause. Yep.
Yes, 25 observations in 1 dog.
In the name of science. You know how weird it is when your dog starts pooing to whip out your phone to take a compass reading of the direction of where he's pooing before you reach for the bag. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Yeah. So 25 observations in one dog. Urination, 0 observations. Data was collected over a 16-day period in southern Ontario rather than Czechia and Germany.
16 days. You know, that's more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's a lot. So the results that I recorded, I have the breakdown. North-south axis. So this is like in aggregate. This includes north-north and south-south, east or west.
Whatever was majority north or south.
Yeah, north-south axis. What I would consider that was 10. 10 out of the 25 observations. North X, South X, and North and South is 10. 5 of each. North and South sort of thing. East-West axis, so things that were mostly east or mostly west, 10 as well. But interestingly, only 2 east and 8 westward.
That's a lot of westward.
So no axis, so evenly northwest, southwest, blah, blah, blah. I got 4 west, 1 east, 4 north, 1 south. So 5 total. Because I was curious about this whole, it seems like he's pooping more towards the west thing on the previous, the east-west axis. So interestingly, that holds here as well on the ones with no axis. There's 4 towards the north, 4 towards the west, only 1 east and 1 south. So northwest is like a huge favorite.
Interesting.
So the most popular directions in order were north and west tied, then northwest, and then west northwest, west southwest, south and south southeast. So overall, him actually, like in our recordings, has actually pooped west mostly. West seems to win. North is in second, south in third, and then east comes dead last. Like he barely ever poops towards the east. He poops towards the west or northwest, southwest, always westward.
It's always in the same neighborhood, so I wonder if it's like neighborhood dependent.
Right? Yeah. And he wasn't free roaming, etc., etc.
Yeah. Although it is important to note that he had the ability to go in whatever direction he wanted. We weren't holding him back or anything.
No. He's on like a long leash.
Yeah.
He could, I mean, we never pull him when he poops or anything.
Anyways, so we've disproved the study with our one puppy and our little mediocre study.
I wouldn't say we've disproved it because the study doesn't say that in the conditions that we were doing that he would poop.
That is true.
It said that under calm magnetic field conditions. It literally outright says once that unstable magnetic field comes in, this goes away. I don't know what that means.
Maybe we've just had a lot of days of unstable magnetic field going on.
Maybe. But overall, North did come second.
Well,
but he definitely poops towards the west the most. So there you go.
Thanks for compiling all that data.
Yeah.
I made you a tea. Do you want to try it?
Oh, yeah, I do. Thank you.
It's going to be really hot, probably.
Oh, there's honey in it.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
You put honey in it.
Yeah.
It tastes really good.
I was trying to see. I mean, he's only got one flavor of tea at the moment, so there's not really much guessing and going involved with that.
What's yours?
Do you know mine? It's cold now.
Does it have BioSteel in it?
Yep.
Raspberry.
Nope.
Wildberry?
Nope.
Blueberry.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Color of BioSteel?
Green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. The question mark that was your face really gave the certainty away there.
Definitely not a guess. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, we've blathered on about enough things in this intro.
Yeah.
Let's just get right into it.
Yeah, let's roll the theme tune.
Cue the theme tune.
Are you ready? You don't say.
This is very underwhelming after that.
But are they ready? Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
I have a class of facts.
You know what I have? I have a series going on. So, for anyone who is just tuning in, hello, welcome. I have been doing a series about the Ig Nobel Prizes, which, if you're unfamiliar with, they're real life scientific like achievements, but that are rather funny in nature, that make you laugh first and then stop to think about it. And they've been held since 1991, and the 2024 edition was a few weeks ago. And so I went through all the years, and I picked out my favorite Ig Nobel Prizes of all time. And so that's what my series is about. Started last week, got through a number of them.
Question.
Yeah.
Did you record which ones I asked you?
Oh, I deleted them, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
So don't worry.
Okay, good. Okay. 2002.
2002. The Ig Nobel Prize in Economics was awarded to the executives, corporate directors, and auditors of 28 different companies.
Whoa.
Most of them were USian.
Of course.
For, and this is a quote, adapting the mathematical concept of imaginary numbers for use in the business world. And all but one company was forced to restate their financial reports due to false or incorrect accounting.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Of course. Dude, that's so funny.
I love the way they phrase that.
That's hilarious.
Also one awarded in interdisciplinary research to a man from Australia who performed a comprehensive survey of human belly button fluff.
Oh. Whoa.
Who gets it, when, how much, what color, etc.
Damn. That's really cool. I didn't even know that was a thing you could study.
Just imagine telling other people, like, oh, what's your thesis on? And then you're like, belly button fluff. Actually, do you mind if I just take a look at your belly button right now?
yeah, right.
Like, what a weird...
Yeah, put it all in this jar. All right, label it date, time, blah, 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 shirt.
God, I carry this everywhere with me.
Yeah.
Anyways, and the Ig Nobel Prize in Physics in 2002 was awarded to a man in Munich for demonstrating that beer froth obeys the laws of exponential decay.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So now you know.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Of course, there's a guy in Munich. Should we do one of you and then one of my...
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
this is my class of facts. Are you ready?
So ready.
Geckos.
Oh, geckos is a good fact.
I have gecko class of facts. I'm going to start with just, what is a gecko? All right. So from Britannica, gecko. Any of more than 1,000 species of lizards. So I know. Making up 6 families of the suborder Geckoda. Geckos are mostly small, usually nocturnal reptiles with a soft skin. They also possess a short, stout body, a large head, and typically well-developed limbs. Most of the species are 3 to 15 centimeters long, including tail length, which is about half of the total, and they have adapted to habitats ranging from deserts to jungles. Some species frequent human habitations, and most feed on insects.
So essentially, it's a very broad umbrella term.
Yeah, there's over 1,000 species. Yeah.
Did you happen to stumble upon what the difference is between a gecko and a lizard?
They are lizards.
Okay. So is a lizard the bigger umbrella of the two?
Correct.
So then... Okay.
All geckos are lizards. Not all lizards are geckos.
So then what makes lizards different from geckos?
That is a great question that I will not be answering this in this episode.
Great. Okay.
I have no idea. That's a really good question, actually. But they're reptiles. They're lizards.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can climb just about anything.
I guess they've got really sticky feet.
Apparently, there's one exception. Mm-hmm. Dry Teflon is like
wow.
the only thing.
Just imagine the studies. We've got all the material we can think of.
Yeah. But this is famous, right? Like, this is their famous talent, is that they're found on walls and they can scatter across ceilings, glass, whatever it is. And the reason it's possible is because gecko toe pads are covered in tiny hairs called setae.
That's a funny word.
Yeah.
For it.
So setae. Setae. Yeah. And a gecko has about so they have toes, and their toes are covered in these tiny little hairs. Mm-hmm. About 6.5 million setae on a gecko.
That's so many.
With that many, it is actually enough, or it's hypothesized to be enough to carry 2 full-grown humans.
Wow.
So for them, it is genuinely effortless, like crawling across the ceiling, crawling like up a pane of glass, up like these extremely smooth surfaces. Totally fine.
That's insane.
Even wet Teflon is fine. It's just dry Teflon that apparently is an issue.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
But scientists are studying that kind of stuff, and they're trying to apply it to adhesives. So
yes, that makes sense.
medical bandages, etc.
Yeah, it makes me think of Velcro on some kind of scale.
Yeah, very, very tiny micro. It's cool.
Yeah.
Certain geckos, like the helmet gecko, can see color in dim light, vibrantly.
Oh, interesting.
So they're nocturnal, and their eyes are about 350 times more sensitive to light than human eyes.
That's so much.
Yeah. So in dim lights, like moonlight, twilight, and stuff, humans, when we're walking around, you see a tree, it just looks like a tree. It doesn't look green or anything. Yeah. To geckos, when they're walking around at night, everything's still in color. It's like, that's a green tree, that's a brown stump. That's like, yeah, they see colors at night and everything.
That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
It would make the nighttime a lot less scary.
Yeah, it would,
wouldn't it? Eh?
Yeah, if you could actually distinguish color in dark atmospheres, yeah. But they can.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? It's like, sounds like a superpower, to be honest.
Who would have thought? That's really neat.
Yeah. Dude, the climbing anything and seeing, like, sounds like a superhero,
that's
right?
True.
Like,
why don't they have, they've got Ant-Man. They could totally do Gecko Man.
Gecko Man. Dude, you're a genius. We should write Gecko Man.
Okay.
He gets slapped in the face by, like, a gecko one day, and then all of a sudden he's Gecko Man.
Who would you get to play Gecko Man?
Oh, boy. That sounds like a quack question.
It does, yeah.
It's a good question. Who would I get to play? Me, of course.
You'd be an excellent Gecko Man, to be fair.
Thanks. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
I mean, you literally brought this upon yourself, so.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who I'd get to play Gecko Man.
I feel like someone really long and lanky would do a good job.
Tom Hiddleston.
Who's he?
He played Loki.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Actually, I could see Tom Hiddleston being a good Gecko Man. Okay.
Anyways.
Sorry, let's move on.
Right.
Let's do the year. What's a good year? 2008.
All right. 2008. Okay. The award in archaeology was given to a couple people for showing that armadillos can mess with the contents of archaeological sites. Their report was titled, The Role of Armadillos in the Movement of Archaeological Materials, an Experimental Approach. I never considered that at all.
I didn't either. Wow.
Yeah, but it makes sense that,
of course it does,
if you're doing a dig, like if we were, I think of like the desert, and I'm like, well, there's nothing about in the desert. But like if you were to do a dig like in our backyard, 100% there's gonna be squirrels like digging up and moving stuff.
Yeah, you'd have to like quarantine it somehow, right? Yeah, that's true. It's funny. You're right. You don't imagine animals around playing with the stuff, but it makes sense. No, it's good.
In biology, it was given to a trio for finding that fleas living on dogs jump higher than fleas living on cats.
What?
Yeah.
For real?
I mean, it's an Ig Nobel Prize.
That's actually genuinely cool, though. Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's cool.
I don't understand how that even happens.
How do you even measure that? You just like, I'm going to infect this dog with fleas and then measure how high it jumps.
I'm sure if you go to certain parts of the world, you can find dogs with fleas a lot easier than you can just inject a dog with fleas.
Yeah, but it has to be the same species of flea.
Are there different species of flea?
There must be.
There must be, you're right. Maybe that's an umbrella term as well.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Wow. We're asking more questions that are being answered.
In chemistry, the Ig Nobel Prize was awarded to a trio for discovering that Coca-Cola is an effective spermicide. And it was also awarded to 4 people for accidentally proving it is in fact not.
Wait, whoa.
Let me say this again. 3 people got the award for their discovery that Coca-Cola is an effective spermicide. But as part of the chemistry award, 4 people were also awarded this Ig Nobel Prize for proving that it isn't, in fact, an effective spermicide.
Oh my god, that's so funny. They're just messing with them. It's like, we'll give it to both of you because no one knows.
Yes. Well, it's not an effective spermicide considering 4 people got pregnant.
Oh, it was for like women.
Yeah, or like couples, or I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like 2 groups of scientists. Like one was rebuttaling the others.
Nope. No, this is just common folk.
That's so funny.
Accidentally proving it's not an effective
So what
spermicide.
they just like cracked a can of Coke and
Dude,
just
people are insane. Who knows? I'd prefer not to think about it.
yeah. Well, now I'm thinking about it. That seems really gross.
Oh yeah. There you go. That's 2008 for you.
Very cool. Should we do one more year?
Sure. Give me a year.
Let's do the millennium. 2000.
Ooh, 2000.
Yeah.
In the year 2000, the Ig Nobel Prize in Computer Science was awarded to a guy in Arizona for developing Paw Sense, a software that detects when a cat is walking across your computer keyboard.
Well, it just detects spam, basically.
Sure. Who knows? Someone took the time to develop that.
That's very funny.
The award of peace was given to the Royal Navy, which is part of the UK.
Yeah, right, yeah.
For ordering their sailors to stop using live cannon shells and to instead just shout bang.
Could you imagine? Okay, wait, guys, this is too much. You're using real cannons. We just need you to shout bang every time. Like, imagine being the one giving down the instruction.
I know.
And then your job all of a sudden switches from lighting a cannon to going, bang, mates, bang.
I don't know.
It's so funny.
But, more peaceful.
I guess. It's hilarious.
The award in psychology was awarded to a couple of dudes from the States for their report titled Unskilled and Unaware of It: How Difficulties in Recognizing One's Own Incompetence Leads to Inflated Self-Assessments.
Yeah. That's true, though.
Yeah.
That's just the sad reality of the world
yeah.
we live in. Like,
It's funny how people study this.
yeah. I study it daily. No, I'm joking. Joking.
Okay, and then in public health, it was awarded to a trio from Glasgow for their report called The Collapse of Toilets in Glasgow.
Just offended a whole bunch of Scottish.
Yeah, you're welcome. I am attempting. Making an effort.
Sorry, what was it awarded for? I just couldn't get past the accent. For 3 lads in Glasgow for
Their report called The Collapse of Toilets in Glasgow.
like toilets breaking.
Good question.
Collapse of toilets.
I feel like that's a multi-layered word.
Collapse. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Is there a decreasing number of toilets in Glasgow?
Who knows?
That's funny.
One more for the year 2000.
Oh wow, there was lots.
I know. In physics, it was awarded to Sir Andre Geim, who is a Russian-born Dutch-British citizen.
Okay, wow.
Which I found interesting. And also to an Englishman for their work with magnets levitating a frog.
Oh.
So they use magnets to levitate a frog.
Oh.
Interesting thing about this, though, is 10 years later, Geim was jointly awarded the actual real Nobel Prize in physics.
For?
His research on graphene. So he's the first man to be awarded both types of Nobel Prizes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa. But how did they levitate a frog with magnets?
I don't know, but apparently China reportedly used his magnetic frog levitation work as an inspiration for their lunar gravity research facility in 2022.
What?
So, this Geim dude's pretty cool.
Also, I thought the Netherlands was a place where they didn't have dual citizenship.
Oh.
So, I don't know how you could be a Dutch.
Maybe he was Dutch and then he became British?
Maybe. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But also, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know you could
Mhm.
levitate frogs with magnets. Do you think you could levitate humans? We have some iron.
Well, I think that's part of what the Lunar Gravity Research Facility might be looking into.
Really?
Well, why wouldn't it be? If you want to simulate the moon's surface,
You would use magnets to levitate the humans.
I can see how it would be an option they're looking into.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? The sky's the limit, literally, when we're talking about the moon. Not really.
No, not
moon's
really. I
limit,
mean, look, the
no.
moon's way outside the sky. What I would call the sky, but yeah, fair enough.
Just give me some more gecko
Yeah,
facts.
yeah, let's go back to the geckos. I mean, I guess we call it the night sky, then it is more than just the moon. All right, we did climbing. We did color and dim light. Most geckos have a voice. Yeah, it can make noises. This is uncommon in reptiles.
Ah, I mean, I believe that.
Yeah. It differs with the species. I feel like we're getting into a bit of a clicks, clucks, and hoots thing here. It differs with the species, but it ranges from clicks to chirps to a shrill cackle or even a bark.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, just imagine you think you've seen like a ghost in the middle of like the rainforest, shrill cackling. It's just a gecko. Oh, I love that. Someone had to listen to that and describe the sound.
I thought, it's a gecko. But a gecko's like, that's crazy. All right, ready?
Yep.
This one you might already know. But among geckos, there's a wide variety of tail shapes and sizes. Right?
Okay.
Some are shorter and stubbier, some are longer and thinner.
Mm-hmm.
But almost all of them can detach and regrow their tails.
Oh, I've heard of this in lizards.
Yeah. It happens in response to a few things, so like predation being the main one, stress, illness.
Predation? Is that like being the predator? Being the
being the prey, yeah.
being prey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stress, illness, other things that
Yeah.
we might not know about. But it's a cool adaptation because the tail can, from one source I saw that the tail can continue moving and thrashing even after they detach it.
Oh, it's so icky.
And I mean, that's great though, because if a predator grabs your tail and then you just detach it and it's still wriggling, they'll think they have you while you're just running away, right? Like,
Yeah, no, fair
and
enough.
then they just regrow it. Apparently some of them, when they regrow, it becomes a little bit duller in color and maybe is a little bit shorter and stubbier, not exactly perfect. But others, they seem to regrow just totally, like, it's fine. You just regrow them.
Wow.
I also read that some of them have like actual perforations sort of thing.
What?
Like it rips, the tail detaches at a specified spot that's
like
kind of
paper
like
towel rolls.
Yeah.
Size technology.
Yeah, like select the size technology for the tail ripping.
That paper towel tails.
I don't know. Okay, I was saying like perforation.
Yes. Sorry.
I don't know if it's. I don't think it's actually perforated.
That's so icky to think of.
But you could find the line somehow biologically. There is a line that's
So
like
weird.
that's like the line of paper towels. Like, you know where it's gonna rip off, sort of thing. Does that make
So
sense?
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately it does.
Yeah. Anyway, that was it. Those are the two.
That's so weird.
I know, it's cool, right?
That-
Geckos are really cool. Geckos are really cool.
Yeah, I can imagine they've had a lot of time. If they can be found in the desert and in the rainforest,
Their
highly
range,
adaptable.
their range is massive. If you
Yeah.
look at the graph, it's basically everywhere except for the northern, not even hemisphere. Like basically
Northern bits.
Europe, like half of North America, basically
Yeah.
Canada and most of the US, but not all of it.
Because we've seen little lizards when we were in San Francisco.
Yeah, California is included in the gecko zone. But yeah, like most of the world has geckos except for Canada, parts of the US,
So crazy.
and like Europe and Russia. But
Wow.
yeah, they're everywhere.
Man. All right, give me a year.
Oh, right. Let's go with the second year, 92.
I have only one for this one.
Okay.
It was jointly presented for the arts to Jim Knowlton for an anatomy poster titled Penises of the Animal Kingdom. And it was also awarded to the U.S. National Endowment for the Arts because they encouraged him to extend his work in the form of a pop-up book. It tickled me, that one.
Oh, that's really funny. Sorry, that was an official U.S. organization?
Yes. National Endowment for the Arts.
You should do pop-up penises. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, let's do 2016.
2016. It was awarded in physics to a guy and his colleagues for discovering why white-haired horses are the most horsefly-proof horses. It's because they have depolarizing white coat, apparently. And also why dragonflies are fatally attracted to black tombstones.
Fatally?
Yeah, apparently the attraction of dragonfly species by horizontally polarizing black gravestones. What's the title of their
Wow. Okay.
report? So, in physics about polarization.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Very interesting.
Who even notices that dragonflies are attracted to black tombstones and they die?
Right. I don't get it. I don't.
So many people in the world, Cameron.
You can get into anything.
In chemistry, it was awarded to Volkswagen for solving the problem of excessive automobile pollution emissions by automatically electromechanically producing fewer emissions whenever the cars are being tested.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
That would do it.
Mm-hmm. In medicine, it was awarded to a guy and his colleagues for finding that if you have an itch on one side of your body, you can make it feel better by looking in a mirror and scratching the other side of your body.
What?
I still can't figure out how that works. Because isn't a mirror...
Yeah.
Do you,
But if I'm itchy on my left and I look at a mirror...
Your left is still
your left. Your left is still your left.
So then would you scratch your right? But then you can see it's your right side.
That's what I'm thinking.
I know. I thought that one was weird.
That one doesn't make sense to me. Maybe a mirrored image of yourself, like on a phone or something.
Yeah, that I can understand. But I was like, the mirror thing, maybe I just don't have the mental capacity to process this greatness, but...
I don't get it. Yeah, very interesting, though.
Yeah. I love how they invent categories sometimes. The Ig Nobel Prize in Perception was awarded to a pair...
Perception, okay.
...for looking into whether things look differently when you look at them bent over through your legs. Which... The testing for that must have been quite comical indeed.
All right, I got the pear in place. Bend over. Look at it. Does it look like a pear still? What does it look like?
Describe it to me. No, stay bent down. Anyways. And then in biology, it was awarded for 2 dudes. One for living in the wild at different times as a badger, an otter, a deer, a fox, and a bird. And to the other dude... for creating prosthetic extensions of limbs to allow him to move in the manner of and spend time roaming hills in the company of goats. 3 days. He spent 3 days in the hills living with goats.
But wait. Okay, the guy who lived with goats, but the other guy lived as all those animals?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, a bird.
Some of those are birds, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
He built himself like a glider suit or something, and
I wouldn't put it past them. The dude who dressed up as a goat, he did a TED Talk actually.
Oh, that's so funny.
I feel like if you saw the pictures of it, you would. This is in 2016. I feel like I remember seeing things online about this because it's just so absurd. But yeah, he just wanted to understand the goats, and he just spent time as a goat.
That's so funny.
I know.
That's so funny.
That must be so uncomfortable. Anyway, yeah. So that's 2016 for you.
Very cool. All right, here we go. Last set.
Okay.
Most species of gecko don't have eyelids.
At all?
Yeah, so they lick them clean.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see the pictures of the gecko with the tongue all the way over their eye.
Can you imagine the disgustingness of that sound?
Yeah, the sound. That's the disgusting part. But also, interestingly, they're not licking their eyeball. They're licking the clear membrane that covers their eyeball.
Oh, so much better.
And that's a common feature in snakes, apparently. They have this clear, like, glasses, but built-in glasses over their eyeballs, unlike us. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah. So they clean it with their tongues because they don't have eyelids.
Oh,
yeah.
So gross. That made me feel all icky, dude.
And so, yeah. And then there's so this last one is kind of like just pick and choose fun things.
Okay.
So there's a wide variety of gecko species in terms of shape and size and abilities and things they do and stuff. Like I said, over 1,000 species.
Yeah.
So these are just some fun ones that I came across. Ready?
Amazing.
The Jaragua sphero, or more simply, the dwarf gecko.
Okay.
Is less than 2 centimeters in length from snout to tail, and that makes it one of the smallest known reptiles.
I don't like that.
Less than 2 centimeters.
That's so small.
That thing's like smaller than my finger.
There's bugs bigger than that.
Yeah.
That's so small for a lizard.
A gecko.
How do you find this?
Apparently, see, that's the other thing that's interesting. Apparently, it also has one of the smallest geographical regions. It's only found in this one national park in the Dominican Republic or something. It's like
what? And someone just happened to stumble upon this absolute miniature gecko.
Yeah, it's a gecko.
Okay, sure. I'll repeat it again. There are so many people in this world.
Yeah, there are. All right, ready? You're gonna like this one. The parachute gecko, or flying gecko.
Amazing.
Is only 15 to 20 centimeters long.
Yeah.
But can glide up to 60 meters.
That's so far
in a single bound. Yeah, and it uses flaps of skin under its feet.
Like a flying squirrel?
And a flat kind of rudder-like tail.
Oh
and
my
it could
gosh.
just, boom, jump off a tree, glide 60
That'd
meters.
be so fun to look at.
It's like a 15 to 20 centimeters.
I love that.
It's a tiny little thing.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to be one of those.
All right, and the last one I have here is called the satanic leaf-tailed gecko.
Did I tell you about this one?
Oh, yeah. Okay, it sounded really familiar. So maybe you told me about it.
This is funnily named animals, yeah? It's from Madagascar.
Oh, yes. It's endemic to Madagascar. You did tell me. Okay, when I read this, I was like, I feel like I knew this, but I don't know how I know this. Now I know how I knew it. You told me. Yeah, it's the satanic leaf-tailed gecko. It looks exactly like a dead leaf when it wants to. It's like veins, insect nibbles, and all. Like
it looks evil. Doesn't it have red eyes?
I don't remember that bit, but yeah. Dude, you're right. You told me. Okay, that's why. Seriously, I was looking at this thing. I was like, this seems familiar, but I have no idea why. It's probably something from my childhood or something. But no, of course, this is a podcast.
I can't believe I remembered that.
That's hilarious.
Go memory.
But yeah, and that's it. It's my class of facts for geckos.
I love that. That was really funny. That was good. Do you want to close off with one more year?
Yeah, one more year. Let's do 23.
2023. In literature, it was awarded to 5 people for studying the sensations people feel when they repeat a single word many, 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 many times.
Right, like it means nothing anymore.
Yeah, they study that effect.
Yeah.
In medicine, it was awarded to 8 people for using cadavers to explore...
Cadavers?
How do you say that? Cadavers? Cadavers?
Cadavers.
Cadavers? Was awarded to...
You're so French. I love you.
It was awarded to 8 people for using cadavers to explore whether there is an equal number of nostril hairs in each nostril.
Oh.
Just imagine.
Why use cadavers for that, though?
I mean, if you have to, get really far in there.
Yeah.
But why does it matter?
I don't know.
Just imagine
for the sake of science.
Yeah, you donate your body to science. You know ahead of time. So your body, we're going to use it to count your nose hairs. You'll never know how many you have, but we will. Anyway.
It's true. It's kind of ridiculous.
In mechanical engineering, it was awarded to 5 people for reanimating dead spiders to use as mechanical gripping tools.
Dead spiders?
Yeah.
What?
It sounds Frankenstein-y, doesn't it?
They send impulses through the legs or something?
Probably something like that, yeah. and use them as
So this is what your people do.
my people.
You're a mechanical engineer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. You're a computer scientist. You want to design a website for me? Anyways, and in psychology, it was awarded to 3 people for experiments on a city street to see how many passerby look up when they see strangers also looking up.
Oh, that's a really good test. I actually really
Yeah.
like that one because I always do.
Oh, yeah, I 100% would. I
Dude,
feel
when
like most
I'm-
people would.
Especially if it's in a forest or something.
Okay, yes. But if it's just like, no, this is for a city street.
Even then, I would still look up.
Yeah, because I'd be like, what's there? Is there
It's a piano about to fall on my head.
I know, something hanging out of a window. Is there like a funny bird? Is there a UFO?
Dun, dun, dun. The piano. And then it becomes identified because it's a piano. So it's now an IFO. Okay, anyway, that's enough of that. Maybe we should do the quick question.
Yes, onwards.
Onwards. And now it's time for the quick question. I think you were supposed to introduce it, actually.
Oh, well, quack.
Because it's my quick question.
Oh, yes. You introduced your own quack question. Yes,
All right.
go for it.
Would you rather...
Love. I think I'm malfunctioning.
What did you say? What is wop wop? What is wop wop wop
I
wop?
was going to say I love it. Like, I love
Oh!
I love a would you rather.
All right. Would you rather all doors have handles
Okay.
or knobs? All doors. Everywhere.
No, we're not talking crash bars or anything like that.
Oh, even better. Let's just choose any crash bars, handles, knobs. One of those weird front door like clicky like you have to push down on the knob thing.
Oh, to like lock and stuff?
No, to open it you have to the one my mom used to have.
Yeah, I forgot those existed.
Just all
Okay.
of them, all types.
Question.
Every door, bathroom door, interior, exterior.
Okay, question.
Boom.
Can
Ignore code.
can certain doors be allowed to be locked? Like, can you still have a lockable bathroom door?
Yeah, but yeah, but it's on a knob versus a handle. Like you have both
Yeah.
of those. Those exist, like the little push buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
think
care
so.
about the locking mechanism. Assume
Okay,
all
good.
else is equal.
but
Just
they are lockable.
yeah, but
Okay,
just
good.
the difference is only the shape of the thing you're using to open the door.
100%. I'm going with saloon style swinging doors.
What do you mean by that? You can either,
Push. Literally always a push.
but like no handle or knob or door,
No.
like nothing.
Just push. Any part of the door, push it. It'll open. Any side of the door. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So like double hinged every
Yeah,
door.
that's why it's like a saloon style. 'Cause you always
Oh.
push.
But saloon style, like it's only like half a door, isn't it?
Oh, well, I'm a full door's fine.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I like that. That's interesting. So no handles, no, just like you just push it open.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about for a bathroom door, for example, with the
Yeah.
saloon style, you're gonna have to pull that bathroom door open because if you push it, it just hits the toilet.
Well, I don't care about that.
So
Just
could you pull it though?
design
Could
the
you pull it?
room better. I mean, I don't know. You could push it and then hope that it swings back far enough for you to pull it open. That's my solution to that. You didn't tell me to redesign the world's bathrooms.
You just said there's no handles or knobs on the doors. So anyway, okay.
Yeah.
If you had to choose handles or knobs, which one would you choose?
Handles, I think.
I'm also going handles for
I feel
sure.
like the lever action's a lot more intuitive for like a body motion than twisting is.
And when you come in, your hands are full of groceries. You got to open the door.
Yeah.
Dude, a handle is so much better. You just put
You
your
use an
elbow on
elbow.
that, use your
Yeah.
foot, nothing.
Yeah.
You try to do a knob with your hands full, good luck.
Yeah.
You can't.
I
You
know.
literally can't.
I know. You
Like,
need a thumb and like at least 2 digits. You know what I
need a
mean?
gripping action.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely handles for me. Like, you could use anything to open with a handle. It's great.
I feel like doors in the years gone by had more knobs than they currently do. Or is that just me? I feel like it's rare you encounter new knobs.
That's because you're married.
Really?
Yeah.
I walked right into that one.
You did. But I think you still see them for exterior a lot. Our exterior doors have knobs.
True.
You don't see a lot of handles exterior, and
Doesn't
I don't know
your
why.
mom? Oh no, your mom has like a little push buttony thing that you push. You're right.
Does she?
Your mom doesn't have a twisty knob. She's got the thing where you push down with your thumb, and then you push it open.
Oh yes, yeah.
Or pull it open. Yeah.
Does she still have that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I wonder if it like freezes in the winter. Why does no one have handles on the outside?
That's a great question.
It's got to be a code thing somehow, I think.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Maybe it has to do with the elements, like too much rust.
I don't know. It's cool though. Yeah, but inside for sure. Like you don't see like our handles here.
Oh, do you remember the fad with the like
glass.
diamond looking?
Yeah, the glass.
Yeah,
yeah dude, those were so bad. Oh god. Can you believe the world went crazy for that? Dude, that's like a line in my brain with wallpaper. Like you get that like ugly yellow wallpaper with the diamond, like the glass handle, the plastic glass. It wasn't actual glass too, it was plastic.
Yes.
It's just, oh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm glad you were thinking of the same one.
Dude, days gone by. Good times.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a great question. I liked the creativity of that one.
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
Let's get some chiffle ifal.
Cheer, cheer, cheer. It's time for the cheerful earful. Give me a song.
It's raining men.
Cheerful earful. Cheerful earful. Cheerful earful. Cheerful ear. That came out a lot worse than I thought it would. Yeah. Anyway, so cheerful earful.
I thought you were...
What did you think? What did you think I was
I would have done something more like, it's rain and cheer. Cheerful. Not cheerful.
I realized I should have done that when I was like halfway through cheerfully pulling, and I was like, I lost my window here.
That's really good. That's really good. I'm actually crying a bit. That's really funny.
Oh, my face hurts.
Okay. Sorry. I'm already. That's it. I'm done. That was the cheerful earful. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Good song choice, by the way. Okay. It's somewhat relatable to this cheerful earful.
Okay.
Very loosely. My cheerful earful is about Pesto, who is a giant king penguin chick.
Whoa.
Located at the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium.
When you say giant, you mean like that's not the species. Like he's just fat.
Well, the species is giant king penguin.
Oh, okay. This makes more sense. Okay.
He's 9 months old.
Yeah.
And Pesto is popular because he's massive.
Oh, okay.
So you were correct.
It's both.
Yes.
Okay.
He's 49 pounds.
What?
9 months old.
Dude, what?
The largest chick the aquarium has ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
He weighs as much as both of his parents combined.
What? What?
Yeah. Apparently he's going to start losing all his little baby floof over the next couple of months and he'll lose the weight. But he's healthy and everything. It's just that he's extremely big.
What are they feeding this penguin?
I don't know, but
oh
this
my
is,
gosh.
I mean.
Whoa. That is a unit. Dude, he's an absolute unit of a penguin.
essentially,
what the heck?
imagine like a potato that's a penguin.
Dude, what? That's so funny.
Yeah.
I want to give him a cuddle.
I know. Just imagine picking... Dude, the fact that he's just the same size as both his parents combined. Oh my goodness.
What you looking at, puny penguins?
49 pounds at 9 months old.
Dude, that's so fun. Someone's sneaking in and feeding this guy extra fish or something.
know.
That's insane. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my cheerful earful.
Super good.
He's cute. And that concludes episode 32.
Da-da-da-da.
Completed. Congratulations, you have completed this level of the podcast listening.
Should get a badge for doing 2 to the 5 podcast episodes.
If it was up to you, we'd get a badge for just about every episode for some kind of mathematical reason.
Reasonably so. I'll have you know. If you'd like to send us your anecdotes, your you don't says, your quack questions, your cheerful earfuls, anything at all, you can reach us at
thosecrazyweirdospodcast@gmail.com
or visit our website.
thosecrazyweirdos.ca.
And other than that, do you have any closing remarks?
It's raining men! Hallelujah! It's raining men!
Talk to you next week.